And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the first running back drafted in April, this is Breece Hall. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Here's Fuller with a catch. Touchdown, Jets. Will Fuller, 32 yards. And the Jets are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Carl Lawson in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Forced out, under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Dancing, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Odafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a 1st down. They go play action now. Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. These 2 teams all tied after 1. From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st. Now back to throw. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 8-yard touchdown run as they have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward. And
this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in touchdown, New York. Will Fuller, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody... Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Being chased out left. He's got him in. Complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass as his guys have now moved out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Wilson throwing on 3rd and long. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation instead. Tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line. And they hear a few words from his head coach on that decision. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson now. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, And that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here. He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 2. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Ford. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To try again after the sack. Jackson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. It got his man complete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, 28 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From the 6. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Carl Lawson, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
14's the mic. 14's the mic. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. I said it. Let's go.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. And this is incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Third down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets will add to their fourth quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Staying on his feet. Escape. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this beat.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And bulldozing his way through. And here a juke. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the 6th sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play.
And now the rookie's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Jets are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance. He's got a man complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 75 yards. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get in for the score, and that's going to cut the lead down to 13. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing is Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The end result, 21 yards. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Wilson. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Offense running back out here, and you remember last drive was pretty quick, about 10 seconds, Charles. One play, very long pass play.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Well, what do you think? Maybe got away with one? I mean, he's thrown 2 picks already. That looked pretty dangerous.
And it had a little hang time on it, so what he needs to do right now, hug it out a little bit with his guy, because he went up and made a play on the football and kept him from potentially throwing that 3rd interception. There's some trust in there. There's also some hope. When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Throwing, Jackson.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Jackson.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run. But this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
And he'll just get rid of it.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
And the Jets come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for the Jets, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns.